Hello everybody! Today I am checking out CrimeSight, which is a recent game released by Konami. I didn't really want to do my first impressions of it on stream because I was honestly worried that it's gonna, have something that might mess with stream, like I don't want certain swear words to be possible to be said somehow onto my stream. So I wanted to kind of check it out ahead of time. So we're just gonna do a round or two, learn about the game. And yeah, this is a deception game. I'm just gonna get into it so you guys don't have to listen to me. We're at a chess table for some reason. Durham University. Am I already in a game with other people? Like, what's going on? So you're working with me? It appears you have a lot to offer. Hold on. That's my AC unit. I'm gonna do a different method of cooling it down in here. There we go. Alright. So you're working with me? It appears you have a lot to offer. I'm sure you have many questions as to where we are and who I am, but consider them trivial for now. I'm gonna need you to help me with some of my plans. Take note of that pawn, Berkeley. I've perceived they are a presence that in the future could alter the natural course of the world. Our goal is simple. Eliminate Berkeley. Berkeley is the target intertwined in our devious plot. Agatha will actually be the one to eliminate Berkeley. They already harbor a bit of ill will toward Berkeley. If certain conditions are met, I can nudge Agatha ever closer to carrying out the deed. Agatha is our perpetrator, or so to speak, our villain. Our current course of action is to set up the right conditions for Agatha to eliminate Berkeley. Turn down the game sounds a little more. There we go. If you wish, you can exert some command over other persons who are here. To start, command Agatha to move to the next room. Click Agatha. Click where you want Agatha to move. Excellent. Now press commit command. Agatha is not aware of this, but they cannot disobey my commands. Our target, Berkeley, on the other hand, eludes my control. It's quite infuriating. We must take care of this insubordination permanently. Now, we must find the appropriate tools to fulfill our objective. You will see a red light in that room. Command Agatha again and move them there. Once done, have them investigate the red light. Agatha obtained a hammer. Splendid. Agatha has obtained a hammer, the perfect weapon for our plan this time. Be patient. Agatha needs to come in contact with Berkeley. Move Agatha into the area with Berkeley. Okay. Okay, so where are we gonna get? Splendid. Simply wonderful. Oh no, but we have a witness now. We can't do that if she's in here. Appears we hit him an obstacle. There must be no witnesses in the same room. Yeah, I assumed as much. No matter, kindly escort Catherine out of the room. Perhaps it's time to take things up a notch or two. Up to 2 pawns can now be commanded. Instruct Catherine to leave the room. Yes, splendid. All finished. To move Agatha into the same area as Berkeley to be able to perform the sail command. Splendid. I'll take it from here. I would say go in a certain order, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. Are we that dude? Or is that the dude talking to us? hesitate talking to us. You did some fine work. We are now one step closer. I didn't get to finish reading that. That's fine. Alrighty. London, 2075. Vast systems of AI have been unified into a single entity that can predict the future of humanity. Foresight AI. This beneficial system is able to foresee and prevent serious crimes using data harvested online. The result, a 90% drop in criminal activity worldwide. That is, until Foresight AI predicts a crime that would irrevocably plunge the world into chaos. Alarmed, the system's architects have no choice but to act. They pour their resources in developing an AI whose sole purpose is to investigate and prevent this apocalyptic crime. The developers name it Sherlock, after the illustrious detective of classic literature. Upon investigating a number of crimes, Sherlock reaches a shocking conclusion. At the center of this nefarious web lies a sinister AI that rivals even Sherlock's genius. Moriarty. Okay. He was the one telling us what to do. So this is like a Sherlock-based game. That's cool. It's very intense. Alright, so now we can actually play, it looks like. A detective, an accomplished one I see, being permitted to access V221B. As my investigator, and dare I say it, potential successor, I need your help. I am Sherlock, the AI in charge of V221B, a crime analysis system. Here in V221B, I'm tasked with sabotaging criminal plans. The task will be achievable by analyzing data to predict potential outcomes. It is no understatement to say my efforts have been led to countless lives being saved. Yet I find my powers of deduction tested to their very limit of late. A circumstance that is, after much deliberation, has led me to one clear conclusion. There is another AI of equal or greater ability that even I behind these crimes. Moriarty. His goal is quite the opposite of mine. Using his powers of prediction, he plots the murder of innocent souls. Were he to achieve his nefarious goal, the world's future would be at grave risk. It thus falls on me to decipher and thwart my foe's plans inside of V221B's simulation. But I cannot achieve this alone. That is why I require your help. I request you, my ally, assist me in putting a stop to Moriarty. Enough chatter. Time is of the essence. We must prepare you for your task. So, my guess is that you play either as Moriarty or as Sherlock. Oh, there's a tutorial. I should probably do that. The empty house. Introducing V221B's creation, a virtual murder simulation. My analysis has determined someone in the manor will be murdered by dusk not 2 days from now. And the one behind the nefarious plot, a criminal mastermind AI named Moriarty. Our objectives are twofold: prevent the murder from ever taking place, and unmask the villain who would dare kill in cold blood. I have prepared a training scenario for you to master the program's mechanics. Camera controls. Allow me to instruct you on how the manor's camera system works. Left-click and drag to move the camera, or right-click and drag to rotate it. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. All Sherlock's dialogue can be read at any time from the log. Okay. Murder conditions. Now then, we must discuss what conditions a murder can take place. One of the manor's occupants will be the target, who is in danger of being murdered by the villain. Unfortunately for us, the identities of said target and villain are a mystery. But for the sake of our training, I think we best point out the target and villain. In this scenario, Berkeley is our villain, Catherine is our target. For our criminal mastermind to commit his foul act, 3 conditions must be met. His pawn, the villain, must obtain a weapon. Let us play the part of Berkeley, select him, and have him search the red spot. There you go. If all has gone to plan, choose the commit command. Alright. He now has a hammer. Good. Now Berkeley, the villain, is in possession of a weapon. Second, the villain and their target must both be present in the same area. An area is a specific zone within a single room. Let us play out this exact scenario. Have Berkeley move to Catherine's area. Alright. I mean, we already know this. And then they can't be in the same room, so like Agatha will have to be moved for it to happen. Now both villain and target are present in the same area. Third, the room must be entirely free of any witness to murder. A room is defined as a space which is separated from other spaces by a door. Let us practice leaving a room. Have Agatha exit through the door. Okay, so time seems to pass. There you go. Well done. Now the room is occupied by only the villain and the target. When all three conditions are met, the villain will carry out the murder. Thus, our goal is to prevent this from happening by the stated date and time. By investigating the clues Moriarty leaves, we will surely uncover the truth. Therefore, I insist you commit these rules to memory. Alright. Commanding pawns. We know that. We command the pawns without in the manner. They can move up to 3 areas per action. However, after moving 3 areas, pawns experience fatigue. A pawn in a fatigue space can only move 2 areas. Be warned, Moriarty will not stand idly by. He can command the pawns too. It is within my power to command 3 pawns. Moriarty can command 2. With one more than our adversary, the game is ours to win. However, Moriarty's powers of persuasion far exceed my own. Thus, were both of us to issue instructions to the same pawn, Moriarty's would be carried out and mine ignored. A demonstration. Try to move Agatha one more time. Alright. See, Agatha did not act as instructed. Moriarty has shown himself. But despair not, one particular pawn is not so easily swayed by his charms. Moriarty has no power over the pawn designated as the target. Ergo, when each of us instructs the same pawn, and that pawn bends to his will, we may deduce that that pawn is not the target. Therefore, we can now conclude that Agatha is not the target. Interesting. However, there is no insufficient evidence to rule Agatha out. Agatha is the villain. Stay alert. You can see how likely each pawn is to be the villain in the upper right. A red icon above a pawn indicates they may be the villain. Conversely, a blue icon indicates they may be the victim. Additionally, the order of the pawns align with the order of their actions, beginning from the left. Yeah, I already figured that one out. Which pawns Moriarty can move, or indeed not move, will be key. Look for evidence of a pawn hunting a target. It may lead to their unmasking. One more thing to note, any pawn not instructed to move will move automatically. Though much is shrouded in darkness, our goal is clear. Protect the target. Okay. Points of interest and items. Within the manor lie various places you may investigate more thoroughly. Let us try one now. Instruct Agatha to search the glowing green spot. Food, alright. Aha, Agatha has found some food. Pawns can make use of items to survive their ordeal until help arrives. Okay, and then there's status ailments. There are several items which can be found while exploring. Of those, food will be of particular importance. A pawn in possession of food will consume it at the day's end. Without food, they will grow hungry and suffer a movement penalty. As shown here, the 2 other than Agatha are hungry and thus suffer a movement penalty of 1. Ailing pawns will move down in the turn order based on their condition. Were the target to suffer so, escaping the villain would be difficult. Pawns suffering from 2 or more ailments, such as hunger and injury, become critical, resulting in impaired vision. Critical pawns suffer more restricted movement and heavily impaired vision. Pawns with impaired vision cannot prevent the villain's crimes. Those with impaired vision from being in critical condition will deem the villain not present in the room. This means, of course, pawns with impaired vision cannot prevent the villain from committing murder. Monitoring the conditions of pawns in play is crucial. One more thing, Moriarty knows the location of all weapons and food. Remember, we may have control of some pieces, but the board is his. An ailing pawn does tell us one thing, they're unlikely to be the villain. Of course, unlikely does not mean impossible. Never forget Moriarty's willingness. Okay. Oh, there's more. Okay. I was thinking that was it. Executing the sale action. The action of Moriarty we most fear is his assail command. Assail is a command only a Moriarty may give to his co-conspirator, the villain. Once the assail command is given, the villain will move in on the target. We must experience this gruesome act for ourselves. Select Berkeley and assail Catherine. Alrighty. Like thus. When the assail command is selected, the villain will always move last. In other words, they will always be able to follow after the target. In this case, it means Berkeley chased after Catherine after she had moved, as much as his movement would allow. There are 2 ways in which the murder can be prevented. Move the target out of the villain's reach, or make sure the target is not left alone. The silver lining to the dark cloud of murder, the villain is revealed. Moriarty's choice to strike is a double-edged sword. Should we indeed tentatively name a villain and prevent the murder of the target, caution will still be of utmost importance. With the villain specified, Moriarty will no longer stand idly by and will be forced to act. He will no doubt force his way into the simulation and see it that action phase is extended. The mouse grows desperate as the cat closes in, after all. This power affords him one extra command. We must endure this moment by any means. I will then intervene and arrest the villain. Survive this period, and victory is ours. Okay. Sherlock's deductions. In what of my role, I shall provide you with information on probabilities. I only hope my analysis leads us to unmasking the villain. But note well, my ability to extrapolate near future probabilities is limited. That is to say, whether the target villain is within 3 areas of the target is the most I can detect. Unfortunately, in such a situation, I will be unable to determine who is the villain and who is the target. I may, however, be able to swiftly identify both the villain and the target should I rule out all possible scenarios and deduce identities from there. However, deductions may only come from data, at least 1 day's worth to be precise. Sherlock will make his deductions at the end of every day. As it happens, I have just now completed one analysis. Alright. Let us look at this scenario. The villain is not within 3 areas of the target. Okay. Let's examine Agatha more closely, shall we? From Agatha's point of view, Berkeley and Catherine are both within 3 areas. If we assume Agatha is the target, then that would contradict our theory, and the villain is not within 3 areas. It naturally follows then that at least as far as Agatha is concerned, neither Berkeley nor Catherine are the victim, or the villain. Now then, let us view the situation assuming Berkeley is the target. As mentioned before, from Berkeley's perspective, Agatha is not the villain, as she is located within 3 areas. However, the prediction that the target is not within 3 areas of the villain does not rule out Catherine as a suspect. Okay. Meaning if Berkeley is the target, then Catherine may be the villain. The opposite also holds true. Alright. Yep, so this makes sense. Yep, so Agatha is not one of them, they're both one of them. Right. Should Berkeley and Catherine occupy some area, Moriarty's victory is foregone conclusion. This is the game you must play, one which you will undoubtedly master in time. You can review the results of your deductions by placing your cursor on a pawn icon in the upper right. What you will see is who possible victims are for that character should they be assumed target. Where we situate each pawn until daybreak will greatly impact the chances of success. Additionally, pressing the tab key on the control screen will display how all the likely villains are connected. Might as well have at it. Press the tab key. Jolly good. You'll see that it shows Berkeley and Catherine are both potential villains targeting each other. Additionally, hover your cursor over a character and press the tab key. Alright. Oh my gosh, it's still going. Working with other investigators, we may need to call upon the services of our allies. At times, combining our talents with other investigators will be necessary. Should 2 or more investigators not working with Moriarty command the same pawn, alas, luck will decide whose command will be followed. Though the scope is limited, I recommend closer communication between fellow investigators. As you can see, our man Lestrade is instructing Agatha now. Now you try the same. Right-click on Berkeley and select I'm commanding a pawn. Okay, so this is just for text, and it looks like you can't even like choose what you say fully. The investigators know you are to control Berkeley. You do not feel obliged to follow your allies' plans, but teamwork is key. You may reply to an ally's instructions with an agree or disagree response. To do so, select either option to the left or right of allies' communication. What? Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Very good. Now you have versed with the ways of working with your allies. Now I must insist you listen to my next point very carefully. Moriarty has an accomplice disguised as a fellow investigator, meaning he will be privy to all communications between you. I highly recommend you block any individuals you suspect of collusion. Blocking an investigator will prevent them from seeing your communications. I need not remind you that doing so to an ally would be disastrous. Okay. Alrighty. Tutorial is complete. It looks like there's some solo levels you can do as well. Okay. Profile. Who's Irene? Okay. Oh, I like these. This is cool. You can pick any you want. I'm gonna go for this girl here. I actually really like the square. That looks cool. Oh, and then you can get more things here too. Oh, but you gotta get DLC to get them. Okay. Wow, you get a lot of fun things if you get the soundtrack. Alright. Are these that way? No, you get points so you can unlock these. Okay, that's cool. I wanna be her. Anyway. We'll press play. Quick match. Wait, what does this say? Let's just do a quick match, try it out. No preference on anything. It's me versus someone with like a Japanese name? Yeah, that's Japanese. Which one am I? Oh gosh, I am not ready for this. I'm gonna die. I have no idea what I'm doing. My AI is Moriarty. Okay, I'm Moriarty. Well, this is just great. The weather report didn't... Looks like the road has been cut off. We're not going anywhere. You must be joking. I just finished off the last of the food supplies. Oh dear, I don't suppose we can make it home on foot, could we? What, in this? I vote we stay put and wait for help. It'll be a few days. A few days? My blood sugar is dropping by the minute. I'm sure there's something left to eat. Besides, it's all warm. Oh! I didn't know how to talk to this person. They said hi. There we go. As my partner in crime, you should bring nothing but your best game. Destroy our target, Catherine. As luck would have it, your victim is tracked here. Okay. I command 2 pawns, but reality is Charlotte is... Okay. When you're unable to command both... Okay. Villain is Agatha. A rescue crew will arrive in 3 days. Okay. Oh boy. I know the location of all food green and weaponry red. Okay, he only needs 1 morsel of food. I was sit motionless like a spider in the center of its web. Okay. Oh gosh. I have no idea. I have no idea what to do. I'll just have him search this point of interest. We'll have her search a point of interest that's we know is food. Why bother? Such a feeble attempt is easily squashed. Okay. Berkeley is performing an action. A secret passage? Oh. Okay. A statue. Okay. What is going on here? Why does it have a little symbol? I was gonna search that. I think I might have done that. Okay. It appears our previous move has been detected by Sherlock, and he would have deduced that Agatha is not the target. What? How? Okay. Let's move you into here. Is there a ramification? Okay, so don't move that far. How about into here? And then Berkeley, how about you go and search this one? Because we don't know what it is, so it might not be food. Okay. And that keeps those 2 in the same room, which is good. Yes, food. Well spotted, Agatha. Alright. Sherlock attempted to take command of Berkeley. He knows my powers are unassailable. My commands will always ellipse his. Okay. Catherine. Sabotaging it will shroud the manor in darkness. With no lights to see, everyone's vision will be restricted by their current area. Okay. Electricity will return on its own in about 1 day. Ooh, okay. So he has a really good thing. Alright. Alright, so what's going on here? Oh boy. So there's not much of a reason to go into the left room. He knows Berkeley is not the target. So we're gonna move Berkeley all the way here. Actually no, we'll move him to here. And then we'll have... Wait, she doesn't have a weapon. He already knows you're not the target. Let's go ahead and break the fuse box with him. Then I need Agatha to go get food, but she can't go very far. Let's go ahead and search this and commit. Okay. So she has a trophy now. Okay. Berkeley has sabotaged the fuse box. Restriction vision to the same area. Electricity will be restored by night on day 2 at the latest. Alright. No! Why do you have to go in there? Wait, but wasn't it the fuse box? So it has to be in the same area? But only a fool would leave this antler. Okay. Sherlock is closing in as we speak. Oh gosh. I don't know how I'm doing. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! Amanda's electricity is down. Okay. Okay. Agatha, a sail. Do it. And I'm gonna have him move here. Command. Oh. Okay, do I win? No, 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 no. Come on, she's gotta move. Oh no! Oh no! Their pawn was in the room. We have one more chance. With our villain unmasked, Sherlock is sure to descend upon this room. One more command to give. Catherine must be killed. Go over here. Cancel. And then Catherine, I can't command her now. Is there anyone else who could get into the room easily? Only you. So if I have you go over here, I have to be able to do it. Right? There you go. I think I got this. He's running away. Catherine's move isn't gonna do anything. Yeah, I got this. Easy. What? You're supposed to sail. I had to actually have her do it. Ah. Or maybe not? No, I failed. Okay. That makes sense. That's fun. That was fun. Okay, so I could totally check this out on a stream at some point then. Alright. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I did my best, but I didn't really know what I was doing, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this game. Let me know if you want to see more of it. And yeah, I'll see you all guys in the next episode. Bye bye! Or not next episode, next video.